Hey, what's up YouTube? I am back with another tutorial. Today is Fairytale Romance, which is the soft, sweet, innocent side of romance. And I'm starting off with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Eyeshadow Primer. It's my favorite eyeshadow primer ever, even more than the Urban Decay one that I used to use. The Urban Decay Primer Potion. I like the Estee Lauder even more. And then that's the Brow Duality from Anastasia Brows, and I'm using the color Sand, which is the shimmering highlighter crayon. I'm using it in my brow bone and my inner corners. And then I'm going to use Naked Loose Pigment by MAC just as a base for all of my shadows on the fluffy eyeshadow brush from my mini masters kit from Bare Minerals. And I'm using this first just because I love the way that the Naked Pigment looks underneath shadow, especially from the Naked Basics palette, which I'm going to use next. But I just love the way that everything blends together with the Naked Pigment underneath. I don't know, maybe it's just me. It just looks really, really pretty together, the combo. And now we're going to use the Naked Basics palette and the double-ended smoky eye brush from H&M. And I couldn't get the palette open because I have my cat claws back on now, as you can see, and it's so hard to I'm still getting used to them, and because of my nails, I could not get that open there. That's why I was making the face. But there I'm just using the pencil side of the eyeshadow brush, smoky eyeshadow brush from H&M to put Naked 2 into my crease. And I love my Naked Basics palette. I'm in love with it. I got it for Christmas from my parents, and I've been using it like crazy. Oh my gosh. Be prepared to see it a bit in my tutorials. And now I'm going to use the MAC 224 blending brush and the color Faint, which is a dark brown, and I'm using literally a tiny little bit, as you can see me tapping it off a lot, because I just want a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit just to darken the crease. A smidgen. This isn't going to be a dramatic eye look at all. The sister look to this, which is going to be Dark Romance, is going to be a dark smoky eye look, which is going to be the sexy side of romance, but this is the Fairytale Romance, which is, the lighter version. So I don't want to do anything too dark with this look. I want to keep the dark look for my Dark Romance look, which will be coming probably probably tomorrow, which is Friday. So look for that tomorrow, hopefully. And then there I just use the Naked One eyeshadow brush from Urban Decay. I use that and to put Walk of Shame on my lids, which is that neutral pinky shade. And now I'm just using the MAC 219 pencil brush to put Venus on my brow bone over top of that Anastasia Brows crayon. And I like Walk of Shame on my lids. I feel like it makes my eyes look brighter. And then I just use the MAC 224 to blend everything out. And now I'm using Clinique's palette that I got this fall, and I'm using the color Angel Eyes on the MAC 219 pencil brush again, and I'm using that on the inner corners. I wanted to use two separate highlighters on purpose just to make it more fun, I guess. A little bit of, just to add a different pop. And I love Angel Eyes. It's one of my favorite highlighters ever. But I also like Venus, so give me a chance to use them both. And then I just blended it out with that fluffy eyeshadow brush from the Bare Minerals Mini Masters kit. That's what I used to blend out my inner corner highlight, that Angel Eyes. And now I'm using the liner brush from Tarte that I got with their gel eyeliner 2 years ago. And now I'm using that with Cinderella by MAC. And I wanted to use a shadow on purpose so that I could buff it out and make it softer, because I'm going to make the Dark Romance harder and darker, and I want this look to be softer, so I used a shadow, and now I'm just using the same H&M pencil brush again and just really buffing and blending that out so it's really soft. And then Cinderella has glitter in it, which adds to the whole princess theme. And I used it wet too. I wet it off camera. And that brush, like I said, I got it it'll be 2 summers. This June will be 2 years with me having this brush. As long as you take care of them, they last really, really well. Like I wash them all the time. I store them. I don't just throw them anywhere. I store them nicely, and they keep really well. And it's a year now with my MAC brushes, and it hit a year this Christmas with my MAC brushes. So as long as you wash them and disinfect them and store them nicely, your brushes will keep really, really nice, and they won't get all crappy on you. except for the Bare Minerals ones, but that's a whole nother soapbox. I think Bare Minerals brushes are crap, minus the Mini Masters brushes. And then here I'm just using Laura Geller's Spackle and Ethereal just because it has that glowy, champagne-y, glowy, princessy look to it. And I'm using the Smashbox Hydrating Under Eye Primer underneath my eyes, around the corners of my nose, and around my lips, just because I want the product to stay there, and I have issues having product stay there. So I just double up on primer. And I think the Ethereal, Laura Geller Ethereal Spackle is just essential to this look, because as you can see, it just gives you that glowy fairy tale look to your skin. And now I'm using my favorite foundation on the face of this earth, literally, and it's the Bobbi Brown Long Wear Even Finish Foundation in SPF 15, and my shade is 4.25 Natural Tan. And again, that's the Long Wear Even Finish Foundation, SPF 15, and it's literally my holy grail of foundations. It's my favorite, and you should be going out and buying a bottle right now. Like, chop, just shut this off, go buy a bottle, come back, turn it back on, and finish the tutorial after you bought your bottle. Like, it's incredible. Oh my gosh. And if she ever stops making it, she better not, but if she ever does, I will riot with torches and pitchforks and angry villagers, because it's my favorite. And I'm applying it with a Maximum Concealer brush from Bare Minerals, and then now I'm using my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to buff everything out and make it flawless and seamless, like a pretty princess. And I'm using Light Boost from MAC Prep and Prime underneath my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, on my cupid's bow, and on my chin, just to highlight. Because, because again, I'm going for the glowy princess look, if you haven't, if you can't tell by now. And I'm using the optical blurring brush from Urban Decay to buff everything out. And I only use my optical blurring brush for Light Boost now. I don't use it for anything else, just so that I can keep a Light Boost as bright as possible. So that's the only thing I use that brush for. And then I also put whatever's left on the brush underneath my lips, just to give that plumpy princess pout. Say that 5 times fast. And now I'm using the Brightening Veil Mineral Veil from Bare Minerals. And I'm only putting that where I put the Light Boost, because it's a brightening pearl, and it just makes sense to only put it over Light Boost. Plus, it looks gorgeous over Light Boost. Brightening pearl is my favorite product for favorite powder product for brightening. And I'm just, anywhere that I put Light Boost, this is where this is going, just to set the Light Boost and to make everything look brighter. And then I'm going to use a matte powder everywhere else, so that there's, a difference between where I put Light Boost and brighten my skin, and then everywhere else is going to be matte, so that you get that differentiation. And I'm using the MAC Prep and Prime Translucent Finishing Powder and the Real Techniques Blush Brush, just to apply my powder. And I only use that brush for my Prep and Prime powder. I don't use it for anything else. And I love the Prep and Prime powder. It's my favorite powder I've ever used. And I'm just putting that everywhere that I did not put Light Boost and Brightening Veil. Woo! I put a little bit on the center of my forehead and my nose, just because I get really oily, but I didn't concentrate it there. As you can see, I still retain the glow everywhere else. And I love the brightening pearl over top of Light Boost. They're just made for each other. And then there I'm using my favorite new blush, and that's Mocha from MAC on a little H&M Kabuki brush. And Mocha is just, if you want a shade that you're just going to feel gorgeous and pretty and feminine in, it's the blush for you. Like, I'm in love with Mocha. Ever since I bought it, I've used it in every single look. I don't think I've used another blush since I got Mocha. And then I'm going to use my Brightening Veil Mineral Veil from Bare Minerals and the face brush from my Mini Masters kit. And I'm using that as a sparkly pink highlighter on my cheekbones, a C shape onto my temples, on the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow and my chin, just to add that sparkly pink princess look. Keep that vibe going. And now I'm going to use the Make It Forever Aqua Brow in number 15, just to fill in my brows and neaten them up. I'm not going to do anything too angular. I'm not doing anything too drastic. I'm not going to make them too dark. I'm going to just keep them really soft and natural, just to keep with the theme of the look. But back to my brushes rant. The only brushes from Bare Minerals that I like is the concealer brush, the maximum concealer brush that you watched me apply my foundation with, and I like the Mini Masters kit that came out Christmas 2012. I like those brushes, but I think all of their other brushes are poopy. Because they fall apart and they leave like particles all over you, and they shed all over you. I don't like them. And then that's the Dior Show Blackout Mascara. And I'm just doing lots and lots of flirty black mascara, and I'm angling them outwards. As you can see, I'm pulling them out at an angle. Because if you watch the Disney movies, a lot of the princesses' lashes go that way. And this mascara is so black, but it's so hard to work with because it clumps really easily, but it is so black. It's like patented leather, like an oil slick. So black. Just a pain in the butt to work with. And then here I'm using Snob lipstick from MAC, which is my new favorite pink lipstick. And now I'm going to put on H&M's lip gloss in Shimmering Pink. I love that combo. I love a lot of things in this video, apparently. I keep saying I love. I love everything. Just in love. Love. I keep saying that word. If I had $1 for every time I said the word love in this tutorial, I'd be rich. And that's him on the phone there. And that's the completed look. Hope you guys like it. See you soon. Bye.